The Premier League giants are on red alert as Declan Rice faces an uncertain future at West Ham United. A recent report from 90 Minutes has offered a few insights on Declan Rice's situation at West Ham United. The midfielder was a subject of major interest from England's top clubs this summer, in light of his performances in the Premier League and indeed, the European Championship. While a move was not materialised this summer, the interested parties in Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea and Liverpool remain on alert as the midfielder is in a precarious position at West Ham. The Hammers are actively interested in extending the contract of their prized asset, and while the player is open to signing a contract, he expects a release clause to be embedded in the deal. West Ham, though, are not willing to match the demands, knowing they may have to settle for less if there is any release clause in Rice's contract. It essentially means that it will be difficult for the club to now convince Rice to sign a contract extension, effectively putting the English giants on red alert. Chelsea, for one, have been linked with a move for the English international for a long time now. He is one of the club's priority targets as they look to strengthen a midfield unit that is already home to two of the planet's most in-demand players in Jorginho and N'Golo Kanté, while Saul Niguez was recently brought in on a season-long loan deal. Manchester United's dilemma in the defensive midfield position, meanwhile, is already well documented. It is apparent that the midfield partnership between Scott McTominay and Fred is not pleasing a lot of people and might be the biggest weakness in this new season. The same cannot be said for Liverpool and Manchester City, but they could certainly welcome a proper long-term replacement for Gini Wijnaldum and Fernandinho respectively, preferably one with Premier League experience. Rice fits the bill perfectly due to his success at West Ham over the few years. The young defensive midfielder has shown for both club and country, and his pedigree at the highest level of football, coupled with the status of being an Englishman, certainly makes him an appealing prospect for interested parties. However, there are no shortage of alternatives, with Man United and Liverpool also reportedly keeping an eye on Brighton and Hove Albion's Bissouma, potentially as a January target. Calvin Phillips, too, is an exciting candidate, so things could really get interesting in the upcoming transfer window or at least next summer as these top clubs fight it out for Premier League's crown jewels in the holding midfield department.